Hello, everybody. I'm Callies23, and welcome back to Breaking Point. Last time out, we had a dominant performance with Aiden Jackson and Imola, but now we move on to the Austrian Grand Prix mid-race. As the paddock heads into the picturesque Styrian mountains for the Austrian Grand Prix, both Jackson and Mayer are hoping to maintain the team's momentum deeper into the season.
Excellent start, Aiden. Now's our time to push. Come on. Copy that.
It seems that our objective is to overtake Lando Norris, who's currently P1 before lap 13. Okay, well, this is really possible. We're chasing down signs, but I don't want to risk anything, so I burn a little bit of battery, but I brake really late into the corner, and I get a terrible exit because of it. I try and make some moves, but it's futile, truthfully. Our battery's only on 70%, and I don't want to burn it. We chase down signs through the last sector. Okay, and I want to get really close to him. And now we bump his back. Okay, he slows us down going through the last corner because we had more pace. But with the DRS and the ERS combined, we make the move on Carlos Sainz into turn 1.
Bye-bye.
Our next target is Charles Leclerc, who's currently a second up the road from us. But as we go into turn 3, we brake really late. But it's a perfect turn, and Charles Leclerc is left to scramble through the corner. As again, we just powered down the ERS to get ahead of him.
Bye-bye.
I switched it to none we're ahead because I don't want to risk, him re-overtaking, and I want to slow him down a bit. We get right up close to George Russell, who's in P3, 4 positions away from where we need to be. As we brake late again, we mess up the corner again. And we messed that one up as well. We are having an absolutely abysmal time in this race, but our battery saving is mental right now.
Yahoo!
We chase George Russell through the last sector, and as I'm going through it, I'm just thinking, I have flashbacks from Carlos Sainz and I brake early, forcing me off the line a little bit, but it's fine. We get the DRS, we hit him anyways, and we use ERS to get ahead. As we set the fastest lap of the race, a 1:09.93. Verstappen ahead is 1.5. But look at that gap to Norris. That's 3 seconds. And we have 3 laps to make up 3 seconds. Aye. Well, if we brake late like that, there won't be much of a challenge. As Verstappen stays ahead of us, going all the way down the straight. I look on the minimap and I just see a kick Sauber. And we're going to have to overtake him. I hope we don't have a repeat of what happened with Sargent last race. Same car as us. At the end of the day, that should never have happened as it did. But anyways, we're now going to get past Logan Sargent, who I think has just blowed us up so much. Mayer's gone to the back of us, and we went into the gravel, Chase Max Verstappen as Bottas goes, he tried to go alongside us here, and it didn't work too well. Okay, we brake late again. This seems to be a This seems to be a concurring issue.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
We push towards Max Verstappen. As we head through the last 2 corners, I cut the grass a little bit as I want to slow it down, but I messed that last corner up. However, our battery saving and DRS combined allows us to breeze past Max and his former teammate Daniel Ricciardo into turn 1 of the Grand Prix. It's just like they weren't there. But now we have to hunt down Lando Norris, and we have 2 laps to make the move. We managed to catch up to Lando Norris going into the last 2 corners of lap 11. We would only have 2 more moves to make this, but as we make the pass almost perfectly going into the last corner.
Surprise!
brilliant laps out there at the Red Bull Ring today, especially from our race leader, Aiden Jackson.
And his teammate, Mayer, is making up ground out there as we speak.
An impressive overtake on the cards. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Mayer moves another place closer to her teammate in first.
Aiden's in first.
Copy that. Aiden is in first.
Can I catch him?
Let's go and find out, mate. Come on.
I can catch him.
Okay, so we've switched into Callie Mayer's point of view, and we have to redo everything we just did, +1. So, to start off, we're chasing signs. Through the last sector, we get the DRS, we get the ERS, and we breeze past him.
Bye-bye.
Russell is the next car ahead, followed up by, I'm thinking that's Charles Leclerc. As we get the DRS going through turn 1, Russell, we almost go side by side, but it doesn't work. We flick to the outside of George Russell, and we go side by side, wheel to wheel almost, but we have a better acceleration out of the corner and we get ahead, creating a chase to Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is right up the road. We chase him, we get the ERS on, we get the DRS as we go alongside, and we just breeze past him. Daniel Ricciardo seems to be the next car up ahead, and judging by the fact Max is not behind him, Ricciardo was waved blue flags and Max just went through. But what's he do? He's forcing us to the side. Why is he trying to get back on the racing line? Aye, aye, aye.
And that's a 6-second gap.
There's still 6 seconds between me and Aiden Jackson, but Max is only 1 up the road. As we go, you know, we were chasing, but Bias is staying on the racing line. He's under blue flags. We lock wheels. We bang into him. What is he doing? We get the DRS on Max Verstappen, and we don't use the ERS too much. I mean, we try, we go alongside it, it's wheel to wheel into first corner, we back off a little bit, but our acceleration is way better, and we just make the move on the reigning world champion. Almost half a lap later, we catch up to Lando Norris, and we bash him a tad, but we get past him. The man fighting for the world championship in real life, we just overtook him like he was nothing. And Aiden, our teammate, the man we're going to have to go side by side with, is still 2 seconds up the road. We've almost taken an entire lap, but we've almost caught up to Jackson. We make amazing gains into turn 1, chasing him up into turn 2 and 3. We get on the ERS, but I'm thinking we have to be conservative in fighting our teammate. We don't want to cause the team to lose points here. I get ahead of him, but I go wide. I go very wide because there's a very late break, and Jackson repasses us. I don't want to risk anything, so I just stay off the circuit, and I make my move very carefully and calculated. It's like, here, I'm going to back off because I don't want to risk the team any points. We'll go side by side. We'll go wheel to wheel, but I don't want to risk the team at all. I actually touched the gravel trap because of Aiden Jackson not respecting the fact that we need to get both cars through. Alright, as we go into the fast left-handers, I back off a significant amount.
Okay, the gap is less than a second.
Thanks, Mark, I realised. Anyways, you know, I'm backing off like really early intentionally because I don't want to risk the Connor Sport cars going into a risky move. If we both get taken out, the team gets 0 points. You know, you have to be cautious when fighting your own teammate. Or at least that's what, yeah, but that's not what Ayrton Senna or Alain Prost told us. We make the move cleanly and calmly into turn 1, and the goal now is just to extend our lead to the end of the race. As we go into the last sector, Callie Mayer will be the winner of the Austrian Grand Prix. And what a performance we have driven today. Checkered flag is out and it comes to us.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Woo! Yes!
In a league of their own today, and what a day for Connor Sport.
It really is, Crofty. There'll be people out there wondering when was this team going to slip up, but so far they haven't. It's been a great performance from both of their drivers.
And that performance puts them in second place in the Constructors' Championship within striking distance of Red Bull. Can they top the table? Well, with performances like that, I'd say they could. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. So congratulations then to Connor Sport, your race winners today.
Callie, congratulations on first place today. How do you feel?
Thanks, I feel good. I'm feeling more and more confident with each race, and I felt in control from start to finish out there today, and this is exactly where we want to be. Not just fighting for the podium, but fighting for the outright win. It just proves to me that I can be out there beating the best, and it proves to the team we've got what it takes to compete at the highest levels of the sport.
You had to go through your teammate to secure victory today, so come on, what was it like taking on Aiden out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's all fun and games and training, but I'm actually really competitive with Aiden on the track, more so than anyone else on the grid, so it definitely keeps things interesting out there. I know he's giving it everything, and I know as well as anyone how good he is, and that makes my victory all the sweeter.
Well, today has moved Connor Sport up to second in the table for the first time ever, but can you sustain this level throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're not just going to sustain this level, the goal is to improve it. We've worked too hard to get here just to let it slip now. We're not going to reach second place and be content. We've got to capitalise on this momentum and keep pushing and aim for the top. And honestly, I think days like today show that we've got what it takes to get there.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Honestly, what an interview that was. But a dominant performance from the Connor Sport at the Red Bull Ring has served to silence any remaining doubters regarding the team's current place amongst the Formula One's elite. With the target now firmly placed on their back, how will the team respond? That is the big question.
Thank you for staying behind. Connor Sport's flying this season, flying. We're one place behind Red Bull. But it's a long season. I won't be around for a race or two. I have a bit of business I can't avoid. So I thought we'd get together and make sure that you understand what I expect from you in my absence.
Well, you said it yourself, we're flying, right? So we just keep doing what we're doing?
No.
Oh.
Look, if we're to catch Red Bull, take Connor Sport to the next level, each of you is going to have to step it up. Devon, you need to take charge more. You're a butler, a man of action. You need to start acting like one.
What's Casper said about that?
Callie, in my absence, follow Devon's lead, no arguments.
Finally.
Casper will be calling the shots, as usual. But Devon speaks for me. Is that clear?
Sure, no problem.
So, when we reach the top of the table, Connor Sport will no longer be the hunter, but the hunted, and every team will be gunning for you. So, Aidan, if there are any disagreements anywhere in the team, don't be afraid to step in. Casper is going to be coming under increasing stress over the next few races. I need to make sure there's someone there with a cool head, able to smooth things over. And to keep half an eye on these two. Now, does everyone understand what I want them to do? Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. Of course.
Sure.
Good. I think we're done here. Remember what I said? You can close the door on your way out.
I don't know if it was just me, but I think Davidoff is unwell in a way. He looks shaky. He looks like someone who is really on their deathbed, to put it lightly to him. As we just go through everything, as we're seeming to get a call from Callie's mum.
Mum,
Congratulations, Cal! I was screaming at my TV.
all nice things, I hope.
You are the best driver on the grid right now. There, I've said it.
Thanks, Mum. How's everything?
Oh, well, funny you should ask. I've just had a call from your father.
You answered?
I suppose I was curious.
What did he want?
Well, he called to talk about you. Isn't she doing well? That kind of thing.
Okay.
And then he wished me well. And he said he had to take another call, and he went.
Weird.
Has he mentioned me at all?
I mean, we don't really talk.
No. Of course you don't. Sorry. Suppose not. Anyway, darling, well done again. I'll let you go, sweetie.
Bye, Mum.
Well, that's very odd, considering that Evelyn and Davidoff are divorced. Yeah, that's odd, but we go to the Belgian Grand Prix several weeks later, with Connorsport nipping at the heels of Red Bull in the constructor standings. Casper Ackermann looks to keep the team focused and on target as the F1 world heads into the final race before the summer break.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Speaking of Casper Ackermann, it seems like we're playing with those. A senior member of the Aero team, Sarah Fatella, is showing exceptional progress and we're making some noise about. Okay, so she wants a promotion and it might disrupt others in the team. Just scanning it quick. We can promote, delay, or decline. I think since delay is unlocked, we should just go for that one because it's unlocked for a reason, isn't it? And it's all for charity. A charity who've worked closely with us in the past asked if Aidan or Callie could be a patron. Both seem to provide their support, but you can only send one. Aidan's worked with them in the past, and Callie will be... No, I think we got Aidan. They've worked with him in the past. They know how he works. As we're now playing as Casper Ackermann. The force behind Connorsport's rise is Davidoff Butler. William secure signs. That shouldn't say Atlassian yet, but yeah, it is what it is. And we're getting a call from Davidoff.
Davidoff.
Casper, we will push for the title, won't we?
I mean, we're already pushing. A good result today and we could be right behind Red Bull, or even beating them.
Can you guarantee that for me? Can you guarantee that we'll beat Red Bull?
I can guarantee that we will try. That we will do everything we can, every effort, you know this.
We can do it, Casper. I know we can.
Davidoff, is there something I can help you with? Are you okay?
No, I have other business to attend to. Ciao.
Again, a man being as secretive as him, he's 100% on his deathbed, isn't he? But we're going to go to the race. But before that, we have more business to attend.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Pressure from the top, slightly out of character. Davidoff has been talking to some... Okay, so he's been talking to the press about how Connorsport will be amazing and how we'll set the fastest lap. Oh, for goodness sakes. We have to choose between fastest lap or strong finish. Get to first! We have to win! No, that seems easier than getting fastest lap around Belgium. I'm slow at Belgium, but I'm good at racing. As speaking of Belgium, mid-race, an average performance in Saturday's qualifying has meant Callie Mayer has a lot of work to do to continue her string of impressive results for Cornersport. A solid opening stint has set her up for well, but a sudden technical issue presents another challenge. I wonder what that technical issue could be, because I have a few ideas of what it could be, but we could be stuck in a gear.
There's an issue with the gearbox.
Okay, stand by. I'm assessing it now. Okay, Callie, you are going to have to manage that problem for now, please. Copy?
Okay.
We're looking into it.
I'm afraid to say, what? Huh? Our car's skipping 7th. That's really not good around here. I use 7th gear to... I use 7th gear a lot around here. Especially into Sector 2. You'll see what I mean in a minute, but like... our only goal is to hold on as many positions as we can, and... How long until the fault is fixed? A lap? 2 laps? 3? I need to get to first here. I only have a few laps and we're in P6. I think first place right now is Max Verstappen. For Christ's sake. I think the best way to deal with this is... you see, around here, I'd like to have a 7th gear, please. Down this straight, 7th gear is essential. But if Max is in P1 right now... Is it Oscar? I think it's Max looking at the minimap. But look how far ahead he is. He's already at the pit straight. And we're supposed to limit damage. To be fair, we're making up time on Norris, but... Oh, what the hell? Why is my gearbox going kaput? What is this? The 1991 Brazilian Grand Prix?
And here comes Ayrton Senna for a fine win.
Yes, Ayrton Senna achieves his ambition to win the Brazilian Grand Prix, but another lap or two and I think he would not have done so. But ifs don't matter. Senna has won.
I mean, I also want to catch Perez, really. Because I need to get to first. I said get to first before lap 11. Oh, this is never good. As you can see later on in the lap, I'm powering off the RS because I don't have a choice. It's the only way I'm pushing into 8th, really, if I just power off the RS. But it's so complicated. I'm losing so much time doing this. Why? Why does this car have a gearbox issue? What engine is this running? Ferrari or Mercedes? Perez are 2 seconds up the road, but we've gapped Norris. Norris, I don't think, can do much to us if something happens, but... How long are we going to have this issue for? Is this going to be a whole race issue? Oh no! If it's a whole race issue, we set an objective we can't even beat. Oh... Okay, we just have to go through the bus stop chicane here and make up time because our acceleration is better. Which makes me think we have a Ferrari engine. But still, you see this at the end of the straight here. This is a 7th into 8th corner. Alright, and then you go down into 2nd, as you saw.
Right, well done, Callie. Well managed. The issue should now be resolved. Can you please confirm? Please confirm.
Yeah, all good.
She found the space and Mayer got the overtake done. Looks like those gearbox issues are truly behind her now, and surely she'll have her sights set on that podium.
And what a fantastic move it was. She's been super impressive out there today.
Okay, mate, you're making good ground here. Let's push.
Copy.
Well, thank goodness that's resolved. Now we can actually start hunting for the win. Verstappen in P1 right now, and now the get to first before lap 11 goal seems more realistic.
5.9 seconds.
Alright, we need to make 5 seconds in about 5 laps. You know what? That seems really possible. For now, though, let's just catch up to Aiden Jackson. Half a lap later we catch up to Aiden Jackson, but I want to be cautious while making this move. But after last race when he almost forced us off, I think we show him that we're not frightened to race him, you know? I think that's the fairest way to do it. We make it past Aiden Jackson. I realised something. Fernando Alonso's in P3.
First place, 4.1 seconds.
Yeah, Fernando Alonso in P3. What a race he's had in that Aston it must have been. But unfortunately, even though in my opinion he's the greatest driver on the current grid, we're going to have to get ahead of him. I plan on doing this on the straight. I have the ERS, but yeah, we're going to have to burn ERS to just catch up. Can we swerve to one side of the track? But no, we can't, because he cuts us off. Can we go to the other? No.
Okay, gap to leader,
His defensive driving is actually amazing, but then again, that's just a racing line. We flick to the inside, we outbrake Alonso, we go wheel to wheel, we bang wheels. Okay, heading through the bus stop chicane into turn, into the last corner, and we make it through.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds.
Well, the good news is we now hit podium position, and we have 2 more laps to make any move. Max isn't that far up the road, I see him, he's 3 seconds ahead. So,
Distance to the leader, 3.6 seconds.
so right now, our main goal is hunt Piastri, and then we had a terrible exit for a Rouge, but it's whatever. Okay, we're going to get the DRS, and we're going to get slipstream on him. I don't want to burn any ERS, but I do it anyways, because we need to get past Piastri and to hunt Max. But I brake late, and Piastri snaps back ahead. I didn't want to lock up there, so I didn't have a choice but to just let him through. Alright, amazing driving on Piastri's part.
Gap to the leader, 2.1 seconds.
Whilst Piastri may be an amazing driver, we aren't a pushover. We get on the ERS. We make the same move we made on Jackson a lap ago. And now that we're ahead of Piastri, we stay firmly ahead. This time, no locking up, no nothing. As we apparently cut the grass. What an amazing driver I am. Doesn't matter. We now need to make 2 seconds on Max before lap 11. This is going to be a challenge. It's near the end of lap 10 and we've almost caught up to Max Verstappen himself. He's currently, you know, taking the normal racing line. We're trying to flick on the straight like we did with Alonso, but it didn't really work too well. So what I do is I get on the ERS and we go into the braking zone. I go right behind, I brake really late, cut across the circuit, cut off Max's line, and, you know, we push into P1. And, well, as we go into the final lap, this is how it stays all the way to the checkered flag, where Callie Mayer wins again in Belgium.
Woo! Yes!
Some race from Callie Mayer today, and those points will see Connosport take the top spot in the constructors' standings. And for the first time in the team's short history. Question is, how will Red Bull now respond?
Well, I'm sure they won't take this lying down, but for now, it's Connosport who are the best team of this 2024 season.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. And what a treat it is to see Connor Sport taking the top spot. That's a well-earned victory.
Belgian Grand Prix post-race, a historic moment. Connor Sport at the top of the constructor standings after a stunning performance in Spa from Callie Mayer, on top of the world and wanting to share the moment with her family. She searches the paddock for her brother, Devon.
Hey, nice one.
Hey. Thank you. Casper said you were hiding out in here. Where you been? We're on top of the standings.
Shut the door, Cal.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think you better take a seat.
What is it?
Just sit down. Why don't you ever listen?
All right. What's wrong, Dev?
It's Dad.
What about him? Where is he?
He's dead. He's dead, Cal.
Come here.
Can't believe it.
You're gonna be okay, Dev. You're gonna be okay.
Well, that's a lot to progress. The sudden death of cornersport team owner Davidoff Butler comes as a shock, not only to his family, but to the sports world as a whole. However, F1 waits for no one as the grid heads to Zandvoort. Wow. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't expect that. That's not a joke. I didn't expect that. Blimey.
A lot of drivers are posting some of their best times, but you know, so are we.
Yeah, they can push all they want. They're not catching us.
One more question about your dad, if that's okay.
Oh no, we've already issued a public statement.
Well, the press release didn't say how you felt personally, so I was just wondering if you'd care to elaborate on that, as the family?
We loved him dearly, and we miss him very much.
Yeah, he was a good dad. He was a good man. He loved this team, loved this sport, you know, and most importantly, he loved his family. He was very generous, very supportive. He was a good dad, right, Callie?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. It's not hard, Cal. You just show a little bit of emotion like a normal person. He was a good man who loved his family. Simple.
Did he?
Come on, not this again. Look, what more did you want from him? I mean, I know you two had a rough patch, but you owe him just as much as I do.
Huh.
Oh.
You really believe that?
Well, Devon and Callie are, they're fighting as well. Ackerman again.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
A problem called Devon. Following Davidoff's passing, everyone's a bit directionless. Devon isn't. Okay, so Devon is being a right, to put it in Anglo-Saxons terms, he's being a right cop. And the team's leaving. I think that... I'm not sure. Time off, team address, or socialise. I think a team address is going to make things worse. But maybe socialise with time off? I'm truly stumped here. I think, let's go socialise. And Devon wants to bring along his health guru because they're not a medical professional, but he thinks it's going to be beneficial. You know what? He's grieving. I say it's best we just allow it. You know, it's best we just allow it. we won't be progressing into the next chapter this episode, but next one we will. Corner Sports siblings speak out in Davidoff's passing, and we're getting a call from Andre O'Connor.
Hey, Andreo.
Hey, how's everything? How's Callie?
Well, she insists we stick to the schedule, so business as usual, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to do.
Do you think she's okay?
No idea. She's difficult to read. Always has been.
Would Devon talk to her?
Haven't asked. You know, they have a strange relationship, those two.
Some things never change, eh? Listen, I'm around. You call me if you need me, yes?
Thanks, Andrea.
That'll mark the end of the episode. Well, unless something else happens, but I want to thank everyone for watching, and yeah, I shall see. Oh, hang on, we're getting another call. It's Callie.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, so you wanted to chat? What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to check that everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all good. Ready to go.
Good. So, look, I'm gonna ask you straight. Are you okay to drive today?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Listen, you know what I'm saying.
I'm saying I'm fine. I need to prepare, so I'll get going if that's everything.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Well, now that's the end of the video. Thanks everyone for watching, and I shall see you all later. Goodbye.